Hello everybody, I am back. First, a couple of announcements. There will be more paintball videos coming. As you can probably tell, I have a Tippmann TMC right here, getting back into mag-fed paintball. I'm actually going out tomorrow, which will be Saturday, July 1st, to Paintball Country, if any of you guys want to join me. I got this a couple weeks ago. So I've played roughly about 2-3 weekends worth with it. I had to leave early one day, but this is quite the solid little marker, guys. I mean, for $200, this thing is superb. I'm just going to go ahead and get out of the way. If you're getting into paintball and you want to get into mag-fed, or you want to try out mag-fed, and you're not really sure which one of the markers you should get this. There are a couple of complaints with it, obviously, and I'll address those, but for the money, this is honestly the best choice for under $300, I think. So, I'll get the complaints out of the way first. The things I've found with it, well, the biggest one, obviously, is it's not first strike ready. This is not a first strike ready paintball gun, and honestly, guys, I don't care. I don't care if it's not first strike ready. I did the math. First strikes are about 40 cents a shot at the cheapest. So what that means is you shoot a magazine at 20 of first strikes, you're shooting $8. I don't have that kind of money, so I don't care if it's not first strike compatible. The next biggest complaint is there's not an air in stock option for this. You have to run a remote line. Also, I don't care. I used a Milsig M17 for a very long time with an air in stock, as you guys know, and honestly, that thing was so heavy. It was just heavy. It was bulky. It was cumbersome. You didn't have much adjustability in terms of the stock. You had like 2 or 3 positions where the air tank wasn't sticking out of the stock. Hey, Percy. Yeah, I know, you want to be fed. This is fat cat Percy. He always tries to come in here and beg to be fed canned food instead of the regular dry stuff. Yeah. Some complaints I've found with it. The rail system. To anyone who is working at Tippmann, guys, this rail system is garbage. And here's why. I don't care that it's polymer. I don't. It keeps the weight down. But as soon as you get an aftermarket barrel, see rail system? That's the rail system wobbling, guys. Like, the stock barrel, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like this thickened part of the barrel that's supposed to stop the rail system from wobbling around. Well, the problem is the stock barrel is kind of crappy. The thing has an inner diameter of like 0.695 or something like that, and so accuracy is not the best with it. So as soon as you get something like a Lapco barrel or something like that, this thing is going to wobble like crazy. And if you film paintball videos like I do, and you have a zoom camera on the bottom of the rail system, that's a little, that's a little iffy right there. And also, the rail system is mounted via one screw right there. A polymer rail system is mounted via one screw. Guys, that doesn't scream structural integrity to me. And I am not an engineer. That being said, there are a lot of good things about this marker. I really like the look of it. It looks nice. The air efficiency is decent. It's pretty good, especially for a non-regulated marker with 98 custom internals. The really surprising thing, though, was its consistency. This was getting like a spread of 3 or 4 plus or minus on the chronograph. And that's impressive for a 98 customs internals. The best part about this marker is the magazines. You guys might know this. Towards the end of my career with the Milsig M17, I would experience chops every single game because the magazines would malfunction. What would happen would be when I would have the magazine in the gun or when I would insert it in the gun, the spring wouldn't compress and push the paintballs in the chamber. Something was wrong with like this little button right there that causes the spring to be released. So that's honestly why I got rid of the M17 in the first place. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I was always trying to get those magazines to work properly. I've put over 1,100 rounds through this in target practice and just making sure the thing works. These magazines have not failed me once. I have not gotten a single chop with these. There have been a couple barrel breaks, but no chops. Another great thing about this marker is, I don't know if you can see it, but there's almost like a built-in riser already on the body of the gun. There's a pretty decent sized gap between where you put your face on the stock and where the rail system is. So if you have a slightly raised optic like I do on this, you can honestly, you don't need a riser for it, which is awesome. Saves you about $10, $15. Yeah, it's also great thing about magazines. They are to AR size magazines. They're not the size and length of AR-15 magazines, but they are the same width. So these are Blue Force Gear AR-15 magazine pouches. They fit in there just fine, which is awesome. I don't have to use special paintball magazine pouches, what have you. I can just use the ones I already have for airsoft or real steel or whatever. The receiver is metal, which is really nice, and also it's really surprising because it's a Tippmann, but this thing is really, really lightweight, especially because the rail system weighs practically nothing. So there's no weight at the front. As soon as you shoulder this thing, it feels like you're shouldering, like, I don't even know what to compare it to. Like, it's just light. It's really, really light, and I love that because the Milsig M17 weighed an absolute ton, or at least it felt like it after a day of play. It's probably because they had the air and stock option on there that weighs so much. So, recommended upgrades for this, or accessories I should say. There aren't really many upgrades out there. Different barrel, definitely a different barrel. I would recommend the Lapco Big Shot Assault. If you really suck at just pointing your gun and you need a point of reference like I do, I don't play speedball because I can't have a red dot on my gun. That is why I don't own any speedball markers or markers with hoppers, really. I can't aim with them. So I would recommend a True Glow red dot instead of some cheap, some like an NC Star or something like that. Reason being, see if you guys can see it on here. There is quite a bit of vibration when you just even dry fire this gun. So if you get a cheap red dot, chances are it's going to lose its zero really quick. True Glow, T-R-U-G-L-O, that's how I spell it. They make really nice red dots for under $100. I would recommend one of those. And they don't have like the blue tint on the lenses. It's very, very crystal clear when you look through. That's really nice. Also, it comes with 2 magazines in the box, which is fantastic because I only run with 4 magazines anyway, since these are 19 rounds each. So I only had to buy another 2-pack, which is crazy cheap at $25. I think that's the cheapest 19 round magazine 2-pack that has ever happened in paintball. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah, accuracy is pretty good with the stock barrel anyway. It's actually, I'd say, on the level of a Tip-X or higher when you upgrade the barrel. I mean, it shoots pretty well, especially if you have decent paint. The stock, another complaint I have is if there is a way to take off this stock, someone tell me, because I really want to put a Magpul stock on there, but it doesn't come off like a normal AR stock, so I have no idea what to do with that. I mean, it's still a nice stock, but I just really like Magpul. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So, summarize, I will be at Paintball Country the day after this video gets uploaded, Saturday, July 1st. If any of you guys want to come out, say hi, play some games with me, that'd be awesome. I'll see you guys later.